Doing that big introduction at the beginning.
Got a little fame, I shoot you on stage, nigga.
Used to hit the block and I double up. I done watch niggas die slow, fucking with them double cups. And it's finna be a long ride, boy, you better buckle up. Had to learn the ropes like it's double dutch. And we went to war with any nigga that you put in front of us. Had some hard days and I know I speak for every one of us. And I know I'm speaking for the whole hood. And imagine I don't get no sleep, making sure the bros good. And your partners out your stomach bad, but I heard your hoes good. With a big flash, fine smoke woods. When the money low, I don't got no words for my bro bug. And the dubby going so long, I don't know how bro look. I know my bro shook. Nah, facts, man. Y'all gotta be
fucking with it so far.
Fuck out here. You can be 15, 16,
Talking to Mike,
14,
bro.
whatever.
Shitting right on him.
You make a mistake, your whole life could be gone. My man's out there doing 25 right now. And that's all facts.
You looking like that.
Whoa. And I told my niggas pray, cause one false move and they gon' take your life away. They can take your soul from you, but they can't take your stripes away. I was raised up like a soldier and that failed night and day. War wounds got a nigga bruised, I still keep my knife in K. Cause one false move and they gon' take your life away. They can take your soul from you, but they can't take your stripes away. I was raised up like a soldier and that failed night and day. War wounds got a nigga bruised, I still keep my knife in K. That's my protection. I remember days with me, Mike, and they had to clutch one smitten. Once again, I fucked up. Nigga got 2 convictions and another sitting on a dresser. Why they acting like they never been broke, tryna come up there and do whatever. I seen plenty niggas hit they homie. That's why nowadays if I hit the block, I'm on my lonely. I don't need you around if I ain't see you around when it was storming. But the sun shining in the morning. Almost lost wreck, so my heart goes out the Roni. Every time I think about my Isha, I just wanna get on it. Cause Tanisha died too young. Got a whole
I ain't lying. Y'all over there looking like fucking 2 A&Rs.
I'm trying to listen.
like y'all try to fucking sign a nigga or something. Like, hold, let me see, hold on. They over there like, what the fuck is going on? But episode 11. Well,
No.
I'll let you introduce. You say you want to introduce this one. Go ahead.
Welcome to the TaeVi uals podcast. Myself, the co-host Kaylin. This is the main host Dante.
That ain't my fucking name. My name is TaeVi uals.
Dante.
Fuck it.
And our special guest / friend, Yanka.
E. That's E separate Yanka, like
Yanka.
Yeah, like E Yanka.
Yeah.
Bianca, like Bianca, but with the E.
Yeah, that's very, very unique. What, you ask your parents where they got their name from?
Yeah, I thought it had a meaning behind it. It don't. My mom, she just got this name from this coworker she used to work with. She just fell in love with it. So that's what she went with.
That's neat. Now today's podcast, E was been supposed to be on here. Like y'all heard us mention her name a couple times in a couple other podcasts. That's Kaylin's first friend, and I'm just an extension of that. So girl power over there. But we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff on this one. We're gonna talk about some marriage. We're gonna talk about some parents and millennials and Gen Z. Y'all know the difference of Gen Z and millennials? Mm-hmm. You know? Look at her standing over there like she like
Millennials are kinda, I guess.
It's just certain different age groups. Millennials are
millennials is like 19 from like the
1980
and we Generation Z.
81 to 96.
No,
we Gen Z.
Y'all?
You millennials. We Gen Z.
When
Gen Z is
started?
1997 to 2012. And we both us born in 98 and you a millennial.
Okay.
So we get a little best of both worlds today. But the first topic is, I'm gonna bring this up. Let me put this snowball down.
Please, you look crazy.
Yeah, but first topic of the day is, I was doing some research. I should have did the website, but living with parents at an all-time high due to the pandemic is adults is at 32.6% of adults are living at home with their parents. 20.9% of that is Gen Z, which is me and us. And the median age for marriage is 28 for women and 29 for men. And having a baby is 26 for a man and 31 for women. Why do you think young adults living at home right now is at an all-time high? And because in the 60s, it was at an all-time low. And now people blame a lot of things for that. Money, minimum wage hasn't gone up since 1960. So what are y'all perspective on that? Why is it at an all-time high?
I'll go first.
Go ahead, do you think?
Well, back in the day, they had a lot of jobs. Then they had like factory jobs where you could work there for like 20 years and 25 years to 30 years. Now it's like you bouncing from job to job because he not either paying you what you work for, and then even if they do raise minimum wage, bills going up. So it's like it ain't like we getting paid like 15 or we gonna be straight. No, gas about to go up. Fucking milk about to be $6. Like everything about to go up. But
rent been high.
Huh?
And rent just been high.
Yeah, rent been high.
Yeah, they say the disparity, rent has gone up over the past 30 years, but minimum wage has stayed the same since 1960. So a lot of older people, not millennials, the group over that, what they call them, the boomers or the baby boomers or shit. Yeah, some shit like that. I guess they attack the millennials and Gen Z because they feel our generation is lazy. Yeah, it's lazy and don't put in the work like that.
It's like, you have like technology that's taking over jobs too. So they have to understand with that.
I feel like a lot of older people though, they kind of like stuck in their ways because they is like the boomers. I feel like our parents was the people who like stayed at a job for 20 years.
Yeah.
Stayed at a job for 15 years. Us, if we ain't with the job, we quitting that.
No,
bitch.
yeah, I was walking out and not coming
back. I done had like 7 jobs in 1 year before. Quit that shit.
But then it's like, cause I had like conversation with my dad and my mama, like they, on the job for 20 years and stuff, whatever like that. Made a good living for themselves, but it's like our generation, we more like entrepreneurship. Like I don't want to work for somebody for fucking 20 years. Like I could have been doing something for my own. Right. And they just, I guess they parents didn't teach them that. And it's like my parents, and like I'm quite sure a lot of parents is like, go to school, do this, go to school. It's like, okay, I get this degree. I know so many people who have a degree, and it's like they can't find they job in the field they went to school and then it's like they in debt like 60,000 and shit. It's like that's crazy. Like you could tell me to go to school, but you're not paying for me to go to school.
Right. I think there's a lot of that with our parents too, because I think our parents once again like. They come from that working world and they don't want us to work like that. Yeah. But all they just say, like you just said, they just go to school. Because even nowadays, when you see somebody, if you go to a family reunion, not even family reunion, family get together, all the old people be, you ain't in school, man. Why you ain't in school? Why you ain't in school? Why you left school? I'm like, bro, I left school because loans. I don't want to pay it. I don't want to be owed that much money and have to pay that. Right. And they be like, man, ain't nothing. You could just, nigga, I ain't trying to be in $100,000 in debt over a degree. And I ain't know what you really want to do there.
Right.
What you think? You been quiet over there.
I think the same thing. Like she said, like everything just expensive now, how it was back then, what it was back then. And the older people, they don't get how it is. A lot of stuff been approved since they were small. They didn't have as much as we had, so that's why they stuck in their ways. So I mean,
I get you have to motivate the younger generation, because I be kind of feeling, when I tell people you should do this and all, I was like, well, I didn't do it, so who am I to tell them? But it's like I'm kind of want to motivate you to because the shit that I probably like
what? What's an example of something you talk about, like you just said?
Like school or something like that. I'm not going to beat you over the head and be like, you need to go to school in order for you to that's not the case for everybody. I know a lot of people who didn't go to school and have their own business and they doing well, but it's just simple mistakes. If relationship problems, look, girl, I done went through this. You didn't see me go through this, so I see the path you're going down. Don't not saying don't do it. You do whatever you want to do, but it's if I could teach somebody, you know what I'm saying, for them to go down the right path, then cool. And I feel like that's what our older parents trying to do with us or whatever. They only know school. They don't know about starting no business and nothing like that. They didn't have the teachings back then and be like, you could get this type of loan, and they was not even getting approved for loans, and people still not getting approved for loans, especially black people. But I don't think it's wrong for them telling us to go to school or nothing, but it's I be feeling some type of way, because you didn't go to school.
I think it's wrong. Don't tell nobody to do something and you don't got an alternative for it.
I think school not for everybody, and that's totally true.
I feel like that too.
I feel like when cause I know my cousin, she made straight A's through her whole entire school. She didn't go to college and she doing well for herself, so she got her own business.
Now, what I could say is some shit you really, I'm sorry about cursing a lot.
You good? I disagree with that. School not for everybody though.
It's not for everybody, but
I disagree with
you have to go to school for certain things. You trying to be a doctor, come on, you gotta go to school. Right. Anything in the medical field, you being a lawyer, stuff like that. But if you're going to school for
what?
Communications, it's
Damn,
I
babe.
guess.
What, journalism?
That's what he was going to school
Well,
for.
I wasn't going for that. I was going for communications with a study in film. Mine was
But you still was going for communication.
Mine was targeted though. She
Yeah,
talking
but
about
it's
like regular
different, like,
communication.
little-
It got like journalism.
Yeah.
It got TV reporting. It got film. It
But
got
let me
different
just
targets.
say for like journalism, we have all these new bloggers like coming
Right.
up.
Killing it without
Yeah.
going to that. I think it's more of like for if you want to go to school for journalism and you don't want to do it yourself, because this is journalism right here, basically what we doing. You can. I think that's for like if you want to be more on the political side, like if you want to be on like more like shows like NBC, Fox, stuff like
Yeah.
that. You gotta have that paperwork to back it up
Yeah,
or
you
something like that.
Yeah, big corporations like
Yeah,
that, you
something
would
like
have
that.
to. But if it's like about pop culture and stuff, it's like you don't really.
Yeah, like more entertainment stuff. You probably don't need too much of that. But like, I want y'all to elaborate on school is not for everybody. What y'all mean by that?
I mean, like, I don't like. I got out of high school. I graduated or whatever like that. But when I got to college, I just was like, it's
You didn't
not,
like school?
Yeah, it's just not for me.
You didn't like school, or you didn't like the work?
What you mean? I ain't like school?
School,
school is the
environment.
work.
The school environment of school of being on campus. Did you like that part?
Yeah,
So you didn't like the work?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But work, but that's you just get a pleasure though with the being on your own on campus
Mm-hmm.
and all that. But like far as like the work, I'm just like I think I left when I was a sophomore. Yeah, so like when I was when I was doing the work and all, I'm like I don't want to do this.
You didn't want to do what? The major you pick or just the work?
I didn't. First of all, I didn't even know what I wanted to be. Honestly, I changed my major so many
And
times.
that's a problem too. Like children don't. Some really be like, okay, this is what I'm going to school for. This is really what I want to.
Right. And that changes sometimes
But
too for people.
when you 18, 19, you don't
You
know
don't
what
really
you want to do in life.
Yeah, that's why
I changed my major so many times.
Yeah, that's why I advise, like, since I went to school fresh out of high school, well, to college, I advise people probably, if you don't know what you want to do, go to a community college and get the general study classes out the way. Because you ain't going to be taking, you ain't going to be targeting your degree if you don't know what you do. Knock them general studies out, all the basics, math, science, all that stuff. Get that out the way. And then if you still don't know what you want to do, you just, I guess, go find a trade or something until you find out what you want to do.
Because,
but don't
I
waste
mean,
money.
That's kind of better
waste
than
money.
you wasting 4 years.
Right.
You know.
But no, not even wasting. You just waste money at this point. Cause like I went to school for them 2 years. Now I owe about $12,000 in student loans. I didn't waste it. What I got out of that?
You got a good experience.
Experience.
You'll take it back?
Exactly. No. I
All
had
right
money
then,
now.
exactly. You had fun. So like y'all said, school is not for everybody. I think school is for everybody, but I think just some people just stray away from it, especially with today's society not pushing school as it should be pushed. Even though I don't got no problem, you don't have to go to school. You can go to school, whatever you want to do.
I feel like they
it's up
push
to people.
school.
I don't feel like
Like in
Your
high
society-
school, like in high school.
in high school, of course, your teacher's gonna push you,
'Cause you
but
gotta-
people
yeah.
outside on the social media, and most people on social media, you don't need school to make money. All you
Because
need
they
is the
didn't- 'cause
internet
they
and
didn't go to
Wi-Fi.
school. 'Cause they didn't go to school, so that's why
Yeah,
they
that's what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
that.
It's more push, and more people are on social media than in school
Especially,
with
I'm
teachers.
not gonna lie, like with young children, all they do is be on Instagram and stuff. Like for instance, like young girls, I can give you an example, and it just blew my mind. So I think I was in 11 or 12. No, I was in 12. I don't remember this girl name, but she was like a little
Talking to Mike?
sister to me. My bad. She was like a little sister to me. She was in the 9th. And so we used to always talk and stuff. And I was like, well, what you want to do, when you graduate? And she was like, well, I know I won't go to school. I want to be a stripper. And I was just like, I'll wait for her to be like, I'm playing. And she was like, no, I want to be a stripper. Like, no, this real shit. And I was like,
Well, that was her career.
okay, yeah. Like, I'm like, okay.
What you mean
but
that
at
was
that
her career? That's
time-
not a career.
No, that's what she basically trying to say. Like that's what I want to do.
That's what I wanna do.
You can't be a stripper forever. You got to figure out a game plan. Well, what you gonna do in your long term?
Yeah.
Well, what you
That's-
mean forever?
You
I
can't-
seen some 40-year-old strippers
Well,
in Atlanta when I went to Atlanta.
But you gotta keep your body. up
At
and
least she
stuff
looked
like
at
that.
40. I
She looked
can't
40.
confirm her age, but
Yeah.
she looked at like she was in her
Man, if you
40s.
can still get up that pole and you about 50, 40, I salute you. But
I wouldn't even want to do it at that
It's
age.
not
though.
logical. They don't got no 40, 50-year-old strippers.
Right, they had. I'm sure they do, but they had a poll about what the top 10 things people want to be. I don't know the exact things, but they had all. I saw it on Twitter. It was YouTube. What kids wanted to do when they grew up. It had YouTube. It had doctor. It had lawyer. it had rapper, it had entertainment, it had vlogger, it had all this other shit like opening toys
like
and shit.
content creator,
yeah,
basically.
and everybody was like, damn, look how y'all ruined the kid. They don't want to do no work. And the girl tweeted, she was like, of course, no kid wants to be wants to do no hard damn labor. What you want them to put up there?
At all.
I want to be a construction
I ain't gonna lie, I
worker.
wouldn't want my child doing no hard labor, but I do want my child to know the values of life. And like, if, me and Reggie provide our child with this extravagant life or whatever, I'm sorry. He just like, I think he's more of like, he's gonna spoil his children.
Mm-hmm.
I am, but I'm not. Because I feel like you need to know the values of, like, we worked hard to get you all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to work hard for what you really want. Like, I'm about to just hand it over to you. But back to the little girl saying she wanted to be a stripper. It just blew my mind, but I couldn't follow her because during that time, it was like, I graduated in 2013. That's when all the strippers was popping. Like, you had Black China. It was glorified back then. And you had, like, Magic City was popping.
That's
so that's
before
all
OnlyFans, y'all.
Yeah, that's all you see on TV. So I can't really be mad at her. What you see is, you know what I'm saying? You go follow it.
Yeah.
And how old was she?
She had to be 14. If you're in the night, like 14.
So where you feel that stems from? You think who you feel can get the blame for that?
Society.
You feel society, the parents, the people who produce that type of content for the children to see.
Society. I could say the parents, but I know the parents not around all the time. Like. So I don't know. You have to see what your child is watching and stuff, but you're not gonna be around them 24/7. Like,
Right.
But I think them values are instilled in a child from
Right.
the beginning. Like
Right.
if you keep on that straight out, once like you said, you can't watch them all the time, but when they're around, you gotta instill them values and make sure when they're around you, they at least on their right path. Cause the stuff you do, they gonna see it.
Right.
And
Cause it's like they have like this whole topic about like I think what's her name, Candace Owens and like Cardi B was like getting into it or whatever like that. And it's like you can't blame this woman. She's an entertainer. Like she has her child. Her child ain't watching the shit that she be doing. So why y'all blaming this woman for doing what her job is? She's an entertainer. It's a little raunchy and shit, but it's like, well, stop your child from watching it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
so with that, you talking about the
It was
Grammys
recently.
performance?
Yeah.
The Grammy performance. I ain't see the performance, but I saw Candace was talking about it because I
seen
follow.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Candace be eating her up.
She very intelligent woman though.
She
That's
is.
just that's not even on the same type of scale. Her and
Right.
Cardi-
So
you
when they
can't
be
even-
fussing, it's like,
it's like, bro, like if you Cardi on her team, that's not even like a fair fight for y'all two to
Right.
go up. Like, no disrespect to Cardi, but it's just two different levels they on. They not on the same
Right.
like platform or type of content they talk about.
right. And I know they had like a video. It was like, what that song is, WAP or whatever. She was listening. Cardi B was listening to it. And her daughter, I guess, was like listening to it too. And she heard up and cut it off. And it was
Yeah.
like, well, how you go make this music for our children, but you don't want your child to listen to it? No, she's making it for adults.
Right.
She ain't making it
It's
for
just so
children.
easy accessible though.
Yeah,
Like, it's like you can't keep it from kids too
Right.
long because it's on the radio. It's on YouTube. Y'all give kids the
Yeah.
phone. They on YouTube, so
I've
they
been
gonna find
listening
it.
to rap songs since I was born, but I don't live that life. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama didn't taught me values and stuff. I know the difference between fact and fiction. Like, not saying that when people be rapping, like they don't live that life, but I know it's entertainment for the most part.
Right. But
This generation just crazy.
No, it really
this
is.
new
It's
generation,
crazy.
it be
gets,
blowing my mind.
talking to
every day.
Mike.
It gets scarier every day.
Like this, like son, the shit that I see on TV and stuff like that, I be like, son, like they really playing this shit. Like children watch this shit.
I was just talking to Jasmine. We was talking. It's like even on regular cable, without Netflix and all that. Every movie I seem to watch, it has sex scenes in it. It's like I feel like a movie can be good without a
What
sex
type
scene
of
in
movie?
it.
What type of movies you talking about?
Regular Netflix stuff.
Like not even on Netflix. It'd be like on regular TV, and I'm like,
I'm saying though, like, is it rated R movies?
I don't know. Let's say it'd be like a show on CBS. CBS supposed to be for everybody.
No, it's not. CBS is for adults, especially
I would say
at nighttime.
everybody, but, like,
CBS at night, especially
When
at night.
I was growing up, I have never really seen shows where they like naked, like in
right,
shows.
because it's a difference between
like you ever seen
CBS
Euphoria?
and PBS.
No.
PBS is for kids. CBS is for the grown-ups.
But this is crazy. They took when I was growing up, we had regular cable, not known as Netflix and shit. They had Sesame Street, all that. Barney. They had it was like a favorite show.
Dragon Tales.
In Between the Lines, Dragon Tales.
Clifford.
They took all that shit off of like regular cable. You got to go on.
I thought they got. You got to go on that. I don't really watch cable like that though.
Sesame Street, you have to have HBO Max.
One thing gonna still stand though is SpongeBob. But I feel like y'all say they got sex in a lot of stuff. I feel like they toning a lot of that stuff down for the kids though. Like,
you think?
Yeah, cause like SpongeBob, they just took out the episode where Mr. Krabs was playing with all the draws.
Yeah.
They took that out of his pearl draws. I think they take a lot of stuff out, but I know what y'all talking about. That's all them damn Netflix shows she be watching. Every time I look up, it's
you like to
sex
watch
scenes.
like them
them teen,
coming of age.
I watch
shows.
All them children who transition into colleges and ain't find themselves Degrassi type shit. That's what she watch.
What is y'all telling my business for?
That shit you watch though.
That's what I like about you.
But I watch stuff like that.
She keep me up with like all the little new shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watch stuff like that, but this generation still just too open for me. They just.
What you mean by that open?
They just too open. Like she said with the sex
Talking
stuff.
to Mike.
Like she said with the sex stuff, bro. Like they gotta tone that stuff down because anybody could watch that. Like anybody saying.
I mean, I get like the directors filming, like the film is like, I want you to get like in depth of like.
I know what they're doing.
You know what I'm saying? I get it.
I know what they're doing because you know the culture. I say the culture, the society, the culture. You know they got black culture. They got other different culture. I'll say that, but the society is pushing to more of a feminine vibe, and they want and more open vibe, and they just want, I guess, more the people who more like introverted. I feel like them shows are like for them people to come out because they have more and more like gay people coming on shows. Mm-hmm. They have more and more people who transgender coming on shows. They got shows dedicated just for them. Yeah, that's what I feel like it's for, to bring that attention to the people who
and bring awareness because it's
some
shit I didn't know. Like I put home the show Pose, and it's about like a show about trans. One of the best shows I ever watched. And
I like that show too.
It really goes into depth of how like they live their everyday life and stuff. And it, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't just bash the LGBTQ. I'm sorry, I messed it up. Yeah, but you know, I do want to learn about it because I don't want to be out here misgendering people and then I get bashed for it and all that. So you know, if you don't know about something, it's good to just learn rather than just bashing.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the sex part. Like when I was watching Euphoria, saying Euphoria, they never.
It's like
it's in depth. Like
how old is the characters on it?
Like they in high school.
Horny characters.
Son, but they they even showed the boys' private part. Like son, nobody don't never.
What ass?
No,
they showing tips.
Yes.
They been showing that in shows.
No,
they never showed. When do you ever seen a tip in a show? Hold on, let me hear it. When you ever seen a tip in a show?
You never seen dicks in shows or like movies?
Bare dick?
Yeah.
No show do they.
Only type shit you see that on is probably American Pie, like.
No, I'm a
take that back.
No, I ain't taking it back. I'm not taking it back.
Man, what show you see?
I'm a think of it, but they be showing tips. No. That's why I be like, they going too far.
They be showing tips.
You just told me they were showing tips in Euphoria. You think that's the first
new
show?
Though.
No,
that's not the first show, but
I never seen a show.
All the classic movies with hard sex we watch ain't had that. Like the main one I can think about is Baby Boy. Ain't no tip was in that.
So
I'm gonna think about it because
you gotta think of some raw shit.
Yeah, because I ain't never seen no show. Son, they was wilding out, son. Like,
and the only shit I seen where they ever showed men dick, no pause, homo. It was a movie I was watching, but it's
But to be honest, you can't
funny
help
scenes.
to say like no homo because in like every movie it's one little gay.
It's funny scenes, you know. What's that movie? When you do. I think y'all know when he was caught in the locker room and they had a small dude and a big dude and they had a big black dude right there and they showed his dick and they showed the white dude dick standing right next to him.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy movie. I forgot what it was, but they showed that. But they showed that more as funny type shit. It wasn't more like sexual type scenes.
No, son. They was she was going through the pictures through the phone. It was showing that and the dude was putting on.
I know they did show the whole dick when I was watching. Y'all ever seen Watchmen on HBO Max? The show.
I ain't never see that.
That's different though.
What you
That
mean?
man was spray painted blue.
Okay, but
Talking to Mike.
his dick still was showing. People know what it is.
No, but he was spray painted blue. These
So that takes away from him showing
Yeah,
his
that's
dick.
kind of. It's not bare though.
Yeah,
It's not
saying,
bare, but it's still a dick.
No,
Right.
saying, and you forward, you really like put it on his pants.
That's
when
like
it-
me naked and I'm paste.
But they always show women titties
Yeah.
and ass, and they
They
show
do.
dudes ass as well though.
No, they show women titties, vagina, and all that.
They don't show the
They
vagina.
don't show the vagina.
Not too much.
No, they don't.
What shows y'all know them? I mean,
What
I said
shows?
not what shows.
Look at 50 Shades
I'm
of
gonna
Grey.
tell
They
you.
even
I'm
show her
gonna.
vagina.
Yeah,
So
they don't show
y'all
the.
tell me y'all ain't never watched no shows and y'all ain't never seen no vagina in it.
Son, no.
Hold up.
Like this part
Like bare
rare.
vagina.
Like her busting open? No.
I'm
Not
saying
bust
busted
open. Not like a porn, but she
Like,
talking
let's
about
say
like where you can
naked
see it.
woman walk up in here, we ain't gonna see the inside of her shit, but like the outside.
You talking about just the top? That's not the coochie.
Well, it's still I know what it is.
You talking about the entry, the top.
The Laporte.
I saw that on American Pie because they just walk around naked on there.
That's American Pie. They fucking nasty
Like,
on there.
Yeah,
what's
but-
that movie
Standing.
called?
Like most
Where
sex
Leonardo
scenes, they
DiCaprio-
cover it up.
What is
Yeah,
it?
they do.
They have a
They
cover.
cover the private parts up most of the time.
They'll have a cover like they'll be getting booty and you'll see like the ass. Then they'll flip over, but they'll have a
Yeah.
cover covering the
Because when I watched
coochie and
Wolf of
shit.
Wall Street, she came up in that bitch naked.
I know what you're
All
talking
this-
about.
all that
I know what
was
scene
showing.
that little walking scene. I know what scene you're talking
Man,
about.
that's movies. I'm talking about shows.
That's the same
What's the
thing though.
difference?
No.
It is. It's the
It's
same
short.
Like
thing.
I said, they
You
need,
know, she be more in tune with the shows.
Yeah.
She gonna watch a whole damn season.
but yeah, it's just
I get what you're saying though. It's a little overbearing sometimes.
yeah, it's too much, especially for people in high school. That show is not meant for adults to watch. That's meant for teens to watch. So
No,
when
it's meant for people like you to watch because you watch it constantly. What the fuck is you talking about? It's not meant just because the people are in high school. That don't mean it's meant for high schoolers.
It's not meant for. It's like, but it's meant for younger people.
Yeah,
So
you young. You 22.
So young people gonna
So
watch
if
it.
if a show is based on in high school, real high schoolers are not supposed to watch it.
No,
Exactly.
no, I'm saying that's not just the only people who they targeting.
I know,
it's for
but-
people like
but
going to
that-
college, your age, shit like that.
But people with high schools are still gonna watch that shit. They don't need to be watching that shit.
They don't need to be watching what? That's what they doing in high school, learning about sex.
That's too. That's
When you
too
supposed to
raw.
have sex?
It's too raw.
When you get 25?
There's no
I mean,
limit
your
on when you're
hormones
supposed to have
coming in
sex.
at like, well, for girls, 13,
There's,
14.
there's no age.
so-
There's no age limit when you're supposed to have sex. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that.
There's an age limit. What do you say? 10-year-olds supposed to be out
Yeah,
here
that's
fucking?
what I said. I ain't gonna say that. I mean, like, fuck, you don't have to have sex when you in high school. You can have sex
You
when
don't.
you fucking
But
4 years old
you
if
don't
want
have to. But it's
what's
more likely.
happening? What's
It's more
happening?
likely, right?
Reality.
This is life, so it's gonna
I
happen.
don't know nobody who lose their virginity in 40.
Well, I mean, they got people, but
They
we
do.
don't know.
They rare.
They're unicorns.
They're rare. They're rare, and it's,
Yeah.
if they do have them, it's mainly because nobody wants them,
Yeah,
or it's
they-
because
like,
cultural
weird or
reasons.
Y'all is real harsh.
No, I'm telling you, it's because cultural reasons, or nobody
Yeah.
wants them.
Are they like an introvert? Like,
Yeah, are they
don't
pretty
mess
like
with people?
they can't communicate with
Communicate.
people?
Now, what about somebody that really don't want somebody and they watching this show? Y'all is mean.
If they really don't want somebody,
Yeah, like what about?
well, they just don't want somebody.
Yeah,
But
I
if they
ain't
don't
gonna
want
do
somebody,
that.
that means 9 times out of 10, nobody wants them, or something wrong with them. Not physically, in a health way or type shit. Just
What?
talking about.
you
They-
going
they-
I'm talking about
they
looks.
Probably be like
Yeah,
socially awkward. You know, you had that boy in school is like they socially awkward. They don't know how to talk to girls. Some of them don't even be ugly.
And
They
some of them
just-
still get you can see the most awkward person still has sex with somebody.
I know. I didn't see somebody awkward.
She says, I told you needed that drink.
I
Now,
should have bought some wine.
I want to get on.
You would have been.
I want to get on the marriage couple. The marriage. I pulled up something on this, and it says, you know what? I want to ask the question before.
Give me some snowball.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say my stats, then I'm gonna ask the question to y'all. That's cool.
Okay.
All right. It say in 2017, the U.S. reported 110 million unmarried people over the age of 18. That's 45% of the American adult population. In 1960, 72% of adults were married. Today, 63% haven't been married, 23% have been divorced, 13% have been widowed. Of that single population, majority of living independent on their own are 53% of women. Is marriage important to Gen Z and millennials?
No.
Not at all.
So you saying back then they used to be getting married before 18?
1960. Listen, you don't listen. 1960, 72% of adults were married. Today, 63% haven't been married at all. 23% have been divorced, and 13% are been widowed. And of that single population, 53% of that is single women. So, is marriage important to Gen Z and millennials?
No, I think it sounds good, but it's not really important nowadays for various reasons, such as I think people don't value like.
Wait, what millennials stop at again? I know you say E1, so like where does it
1981 to 96.
81 and 96. I mean, millennials like you a fiance like y'all. I think millennials, you know, it's important to them, whatever like that. Like when y'all, like
it's more important to us than y'all.
Yeah, cause y'all getting out y'all 20s, you know, y'all ready to settle down and stuff.
Hey, don't be
You already know if you're a millennial, we already know where you're at.
So you getting out your 20s.
Still, you know, but you know, but like Gen Z, I don't think it should be that important to us. Like we young, like it's still like a lot of life to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like of course we all want to get married one day. Like I want to get married one day. You know?
No, you say we all want to get married. Do you feel your peers want to be married?
Yeah, I feel like everybody wants to get married one day. I do. Even if they be like, oh no, girl, I ain't never getting married. I feel like in their heart, they want to have that happy feeling of being married. Even if they don't want kids. They want that. Everybody wants a man or a woman. And I feel like they want to have that piece of them, so everybody wants to get married.
You saying nobody want to die alone?
Huh?
You saying nobody want to die alone?
Everybody wants to get married. Even if you don't have kids, you still want to have that your significant other.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Everybody want to get married?
They want to.
Well, they saying that, but the statistics not saying that.
And everybody don't want. They don't have to have no big wedding like that. But they just want that person.
Like for your statistics, whatever how you say that word.
Talking about
the statistics.
Statistics.
You don't even
Yeah,
gotta
get it
say
right.
it.
Get it right. Just say the stats.
Yeah.
The stats. I think people do want to get married, but I think it's like the circumstances they be under.
Like what? Financial,
and then it's like everybody got some shit with them, like baggage, and then it's like you gotta choose between what kind of baggage you want. 'Cause everybody come with their shit.
Remember that show Baggage with Jerry Springer? That's him, huh? Jerry Springer, he did that show.
Yeah, Jerry Springer.
That was a good show.
It was.
Then it goes back to like social media too. It's like you have so many options on there. So
That
it's
shit
like
is
why slow
taking
down?
over.
Why? Yeah, it is. It's sad because it shouldn't, but
It really is.
It's like why slow down now? You know what I'm saying? Especially let's just say if a man got money, he 9 times out of 10 he ain't getting married to you. Like
Why?
Because he got so many options.
No,
So he gonna marry one.
I disagree.
You don't think so?
Maybe
You think the man with the money gonna just
But
deal with a lot of women?
The thing, he's probably going to cheat though. Not saying all of them. Not saying
Well,
that.
men with money, like you just said, have the option to do that, and the woman gonna choose if she won't be with him
They have the
and
option.
deal with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like eventually they're going to want to get married.
Who?
The man with the money.
But he's probably going to want to get married when he's like up in age.
When
like,
he's
I'm
ready
saying,
though,
like,
yeah.
50s and
Are you saying he just want to fuck all till he get to 50
Maybe
with his
so.
money?
He basically just go live his. If he young
To be
with money,
honest, if I was a man with money, that's the problem. That's like the life that I would want to live. Like
What? Just fuck a bunch of bitches till you get to 50
What's
and
wrong
want to settle
with that?
down?
Yeah.
I ain't said nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking you, is that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
So if you're a woman with money, you'll want to fuck till you 50 and then find a man? No, don't even try to play and say it up here like
I'm
that.
gonna be honest. If I wasn't in a relationship or whatever
Right.
like that, I would be dating. Like I would.
Yeah, you will be dabbling and dating, but you wouldn't be fucking everybody till you're 50.
No, that is not how I am though.
Right.
I mean, I ain't.
But
I'm
if
not
you was a
about to
man,
say
you'll
to
be like that.
everybody. Yeah.
Why the difference?
It's a difference.
Why?
I mean, it's a double standard. It is what it is. Like it's kind of down bad. Like
It's
how
kinda
women
down bad.
are looked at like you fuck all these men, you a whore and all that. But it's just like I just as a woman, I just wouldn't want to do
this
that.
topic will always come up. Because it's
As
like,
a woman, I just wouldn't.
You know, that's the main double
As
standard.
a man, you already ain't nobody. You getting high fives and shit. So it's like, why not?
Yep.
And that's when it comes down to
that is
morals
double
and values.
Yeah.
You hear me? All right. Now I want to dig deep. since y'all say marriage is important to most women, we ain't gonna say all women, most women.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel most? Hold on, let me bring my stats up so I can back this up. We say 72% of black babies are born to unwed mothers. That means they're not married. And it says the black community 72% rate eclipses most of other groups. 17% of Asians, 29% of whites, 53% of Hispanics, and 66% of Native Americans were born to unwed mothers. The rate for the overall U.S. population is 41%. So 41% of babies are born to people who are not married. Why do y'all feel it's like that then? Babies are being born without marriage.
That's just
And it's 72% in our community.
That's just people who don't use protection.
I think it's people. I
72%?
think it's people being reckless.
Yeah.
I think that. Oh Lord,
Yeah,
they
boy.
will eat me up. Honestly, I think it's a lack of love for yourself because ain't nobody about to just be getting me pregnant like that. Like you go put a ring on it. I know it's cliche, but I need to know like we in this together once a child come. Because I'm not taking care of no child by myself. Either if we just not together, like I need to know like I'm gonna be there for my child.
So what you mean you take care of child by yourself? What if he
I
gave
mean-
you no choice?
Huh?
What if he gave you no choice?
I mean,
should've
and
never
then
had
there's
a
no
baby with
choice.
him.
Then
But
the child
no,
support,
this
huh?
is the thing with women. I feel like for me, it's common sense. For some women, it might not be common sense. I'm not knocking them, but it's like, you know what type of nigga you messing with.
Mm-hmm.
You do. And some niggas, they'll be like, yo, knight in shining armor, and then will change on you. I have seen that happen too. But it's like, you kind of know this nigga ain't gonna be around.
So you
And
saying it's the women's fault?
in a sense, I feel like this.
You could be real, E.
No, I'm being real.
Yeah.
Women don't take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
When you in a fucked up situation, you have this nigga baby, whatever like that, he ain't taking care of it, now you want to get mad with him and shit. It's like, y'all been going through shit before he even got you pregnant and you still was chose to be with him. So
Right.
it's like, you can only get mad at yourself. Like, take your L and take care of your kids.
Some
Like,
women knew that what it was before it even happened.
Yeah.
Like they already know how this nigga set up. And now you pregnant, now you want crying, say I can't believe I had a baby with him, but you knew what it was. Why would you have unprotected sex with him and you know how he is? And he not gonna take care of his kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, y'all. Even though they saying that, you're probably two women that you probably never hear more women say they take accountability. But
No,
we not approving. Well, we not approving the ain't shit fathers who just be dipping out.
Oh,
either.
no,
They
hell
just,
no.
yeah.
No.
Well, I'm just
No.
saying they ain't stamping them. They just saying about the women, boy. We ain't stamping the niggas who just be dipping
no,
out
them
on their
niggas ain't
kids.
shit.
You know, they
Yeah.
just be rolling out. They get their accountability too, but you know, it's way more likely for a man to leave a child than a woman to leave a child.
And that's fucked up. If you lay down and have this baby with me, you need to take care of that motherfucker. All I'm saying is the women, y'all should, if y'all know, because some women don't know. I'm gonna say that some women don't know if when they have a baby the nigga just go dip, but some women do know.
But you know how like you'll be, how to put it, like if some women going through stuff, like let's say we know somebody's situation or whatever like that, like girl, her nigga doing this and all that, and then we'll be thinking like, I mean that's kind of common sense. Women really lack common sense. What I think might be like, that's a
Love is
no-brainer.
blind.
Huh?
Love is blind.
Love is blind, but
That's
how
true.
blind is gonna get? Cause it's like, all right, if you
know
have
how
a
blind
home
it
girl,
get.
if you have a home girl, right, and I want them friends and be like, if it's like you telling me about this nigga every single day, I'm be like, look, I don't want his. Like, if you have a girlfriend, she like, girl, he done this and he done that.
Well, you know love is
He
blind.
just-
y'all
he
know y'all
does-
friends.
Bro,
No, I know, but it's
sometimes
like,
love ain't that blind.
right? It's
Real
like,
talk. I don't want to hear
at
about that
this
shit
point,
every single
I would
day.
kind of feel, and don't get me wrong, like I would want my friends to come vent to me and
Right.
shit. But every day, if it was me, I would kind of feel embarrassed of me telling you this shit every day. At a certain point, I'm like, well, you gotta stop fucking with him. Like, why are you still here? Now you look like the fool.
And
you know
I-
what I'm saying? And you still get mad at him because he ain't doing what you wanted him to do in a
Yep.
relationship. You can't do that.
Yep. And they already know. Saying they know it's never gonna get better. They like that shit.
A man, you can't change a man. He like that person gotta want to change.
Now I disagree. You can't change a man.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
They got people that change men.
How? Give me an
He
example of
changed
how you
Because
can
he
change a
really
man.
want that
Make
woman
them
back.
a better. If he
How?
want to be with. All right, let's talk about. Let's talk about a street dude. Street dude, you know, he in these streets and all that. He meet a nice woman or whatever like that. So she like, I don't want you in these streets. I don't want you.
A nice woman like what? Add some context. What is a nice woman?
Just by herself.
Yeah.
She's a high class level.
First of all,
woman.
why is a high class woman fucking with a street nigga?
Oh, it always happens.
Where you find that at?
It always happen if that dick good.
No.
It happens.
It happens.
Anyways,
Trust me.
anyways,
Because before the dick, you gotta see the nigga. Where you gonna see this nigga at?
If it's a clean cut nigga, right? He probably in these streets selling drugs and all that. You don't know he's selling drugs until y'all start messing with each other. Then
Right.
he tell you.
I ain't talking about the broke bummy kind. I'm
Yeah,
talking
we ain't
about
All right, then he tell you. What happens after
ones
that?
on.
What happens after that? He tell you. He don't tell you. You find out.
But
You
he's
see him moving in
attractive.
groove.
And if she like, if you want, I need you to stop doing this or whatever
That's
like
not
that.
happening.
And if he
It's
stop,
not happening.
Why
Nigga
it's not
not-
happening?
nigga
why
not
you
stop-
think it's happening?
That's-
Nigga not
quick
stop
money.
selling no drugs for a woman. What's wrong with you? Especially if you just say he clean cut and he getting it by the
That's
load.
true, because I ain't
That's
gonna
not
lie.
happening.
If it was me,
So
That's
you
unrealistic.
Think, you think that'll never happen? A woman could just,
It could. You never say never, but majority of the time, it's not happening. You probably get a 9 times out of 10 when a dude gonna
because if
stop
you
selling drugs.
selling drugs and you already messing with a lady who have like at
She
this
gotta be
level,
having.
all right,
She gotta
all right,
really have money.
All right, now what about?
You think he gonna get a 9 to 5 after selling
No,
drugs?
listen. Now what? Now what about a dude who just out like having sex with a lot of women, but he meet that one girl and he want to settle down?
That's not
and
changing a dude though.
That is changing.
He
I don't
want to
think that's
better himself
changing.
for her because he really do fuck with her.
Yeah. So you think
But
that's
she
changing?
ain't making him change.
I don't think that's changing for the woman.
Well, y'all right then.
I
I
don't
guess a
think
woman
it-
can't change.
It's kind of like is, but I don't feel like that's. He not really changing nothing. He just met a girl he won't settle down with. I don't really think that's changing. I just think he altered fuck. But you could say the same thing. But I don't know. I kind of take changing like you got a nigga like just switching up his whole game plan, like change. I feel like attitude, like his values, like stuff like that.
They got dudes too that get strong women who that don't have that strong mindset, and the woman help him gain a strong mindset. They got dudes like that too.
Now I'm glad you brought
Now
up
she
that.
could make him a better man.
How?
All right, say
I'm not disagreeing with
No,
y'all
I
because
know.
y'all keep like, what?
No.
Every time I say how, what you mean?
No.
I want y'all to tell me
You
how.
can't change him, man, but you can make him better.
You can make him better.
Yeah.
by motivating him.
In what
by-
categories can you make a man better?
Say he never could keep a job or whatever like that,
Mm-hmm.
and like he never had something that was for him, like
Look,
so something like that. Like he never had his own house, he never had his own car, whatever like that. A woman could come into a man's life and help him change his mindset of, oh, I'm gonna keep this job or whatever like
see,
that.
this the problem with women all the time. Y'all said like the better fucking project.
No.
You said like he a build like you building a nigga.
I never said that.
What would you say?
I can't build no nigga.
Look, he can't keep a job. How the fuck you gonna change that man from not keeping a job? Ben, you gotta keep this one.
Well, let me just say.
No,
let me
but
just say
he
this.
probably gotta. She could probably get in his head, and she could probably
Talk
give
in the
him,
mic.
give him a
Let me say
different
this,
mindset.
because we talking about like material shit, like having a job and all that. I'm not talking about having a job. You could make him become a better man by like motivating him mentally, or like showing him
Like what?
a lot of affection that he probably wasn't used to before he met you. Then now it's like, well, I feel good that I have this girl on my side. I'm about to
More
just,
vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm about to really be on my shit. So I ain't gonna say like about keeping no job or nothing like that, but just bettering yourself, becoming more positive.
Now look. She brought up strong women. I want to talk about strong women because a lot of people.
Lord.
I want to talk about strong black women because a lot of people.
I hate using that term.
What, strong?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna talk about independent. You like that better? Because that's kind of the same shit. But
I don't like what comes with it.
all right, I want to talk about the
Why we gotta
independent
be
black
an
woman.
Independent black woman. Why we can't just
No, because that is self-labeled.
Yeah.
That come from y'all. That come from the black
All right,
woman.
come on.
I'm independent. I do this by myself. I don't need no man. Why do y'all feel that is the stigma around, I'll say, black single women? Because like you said, the statistics is more and more of women are black who are single right now and not married and having children out of wedlock. It's 72% for the black community. So where y'all feel that comes from, or where you feel, how y'all feel about that? The strong independent label of a black woman, and I don't need a man. those type. And we don't even just got to talk about the black people. We just talk about women in general.
Well, like I said, I hate that term because it's like I don't want to. Like I know what I could do for myself. Like I know I can handle my own, but it's like. That term just like I think like once you trying to get in a relationship and all that, it's like I don't need you. I'm a strong black woman and all that. It's like, well, fuck, why you with me? You don't need me. Like what, you want me though, but you strong, you independent. You could hold down the bills and shit on your own. But when women say that shit, it's like when y'all get with a man, y'all want him to pay y'all bills and shit. What happened to y'all being a strong black woman? Like I feel like hold that term down. Like make sure you stick with it. But I don't know.
I feel like no woman needs a man, but you want a man. So don't say to your man, "Oh, I don't need you."
So you saying women don't need men?
I mean, honestly, we come on this world to, have
we need each other.
Have a significant other. So it's just like
we need each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we came on this world to do that. So I feel like,
girl, say what you want, because I feel like when you say stuff like that, I feel like when you hold women to a certain like standard, it's like what you mean? Like I need to be accountable and all that. Because I was about to say, yeah, you need a man as much as he need me. Because if we in the house, we're living together. I'm not taking out that trash. You take it out. Like,
so you feeling you need a man to take out the trash?
Not even that. I need a man too because it's some
balance.
Shit. Yeah, I'm not with all that.
You need a man. You need a man for affection.
Affection.
You need a
I
man.
need that male energy.
Yeah,
like that's all I'm saying.
Even the people that say, "Oh, I don't need a man," I bet you she want a man.
It'd be like some not all, but like feminists. Yeah, like feminists.
So she
like,
need a man
I don't need a man for
penis.
anything. It's like y'all just want to X out the men completely. Then let's just say if all y'all was gone, y'all gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be complaining about no men here.
The world gonna fall apart.
What do you want? Like, what is it?
Now you talking about the world gonna fall apart.
It is.
No, it definitely will fall apart.
What y'all gonna do?
If we wasn't here, the world would fall apart.
Come on, man. No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
It wouldn't. How?
What y'all be doing?
How would the world fall apart? Talking to Mike. How?
What would y'all be
please
doing?
explain to me how would the world fall apart if women weren't here?
Women rule the world.
How?
So you saying
there's no y'all without us?
It just could survive with man?
There's no y'all without us. Oh, y'all could just survive with just all men on this earth.
How y'all gonna have children?
No.
How y'all gonna make more of y'all?
How y'all gonna populate?
No, you said the world will fall apart.
It would if you can't populate.
What y'all mean by fall apart?
The
Put it in context.
The world will fall apart because
extinct.
we have that. You need that female energy, right?
No, the world will fall apart because we can't reproduce. We wouldn't fall apart. We would just go extinct. Okay. We would just die off. It
so
wouldn't
you
fall
saying
apart. The world will keep running.
So if it was just women on Earth, it would fall apart.
Yeah, who gonna build the stuff?
We gonna have to.
Y'all gonna have to, but y'all not capable.
Oh, so you saying women not capable of doing stuff that a man could do?
No, I'm not saying this.
Strength?
Look, this world took so long to get this shit built. I'm not capable of doing some of the shit that people doing.
No, that's what you just said.
No, but look,
keep going with what you were saying.
You have to learn all the infrastructure of the whole country to keep it built.
And so does a man.
No, but they learned it already.
It's done.
You don't know nothing about it.
No,
and you a man.
They have the men who did it already. You look in that field of women who do hard labor. It's not big.
But women
it's
can
not a big
do
percentage.
hard labor, but they can.
No, the minority can. Not all the women gonna be doing hard labor.
A man's world.
Basically, that's what he basically saying.
Infrastructure world. Women have the what do I say? The small details.
We have the brain.
Well, men have the brain too.
No, we're smarter than y'all.
I'm not gonna fight that. How can you prove that?
I prove it a lot.
They say women do mature faster than men though.
We do.
They do say that. But like I said, it's a known fact though. How y'all gonna keep the world up? Y'all gonna have to learn all whatever that shit they do. All the unknown jobs we don't know about.
We need each other. Y'all go fishing. Y'all go get the fish. We go cook it for y'all.
But the men can cook it.
You see what I'm saying?
A woman has a stronger mindset through men.
That's subjective though. Come on now.
No, it's not.
It depends on the person. You can't just go up to a woman and be like, "Ooh, she got a stronger mindset than him." Come on now. That don't make no sense because they got a lot of weak women with weak mindsets. They got a lot of weak men with weak mindsets. You can't just go up and say, "Oh, he's stronger."
Oh yeah.
Well, let me say this. I feel like I need a man. Like I ain't gonna say like, "Oh Lord, I need you." like I want you, like you know what I'm saying. Like,
I want you here.
So you need him basically. You need a man.
Man, sis, stop telling all the women giving that toxic energy to the men, saying they don't need men and stuff like that, man.
Me?
No, not you. I'm talking about the women.
Yeah.
Other women on Instagram.
That's on them. I don't know about them. I know they're gonna be like, "Oh, she'll pick me and all that." I don't give a fuck. I love my boyfriend. My fiance. He, to be honest, like about changing a person, he definitely didn't change me, but he really made me better. Like wherever I lack in, he's there to help. You know what I'm saying?
Man, give us some hold up. Where we at? Give us some damn claps for Reggie. You did. Give us some claps for my man Reggie. We forgot to mention this. We talking about all this marriage and shit. He did propose to her in January. Another clap. Another clap for my man Reggie, man. We gonna have to get you on here. I know he be talking all smooth and shit. But we gonna get on another topic, which is the single black parent. Mm-hmm. And how is that perceived in the community by men and women? Anybody can go first.
Well, as far as a single, I don't think of course, I would want my child to be in a 2-parent home. I think anybody will. Huh? Of
course.
Anybody will want a 2-parent home, but I've seen in some instances, for instance, for a little minute, my mama, she was married to my brother's dad, then they got divorced, so she was raising my brother basically on her own for I'd say 2-3 years, and he really had a lot of women around him, but he had my grandfather also, and he came out perfectly fine. So I can't just say it's so. I ain't gonna say it's a single mother. I'm not gonna say she can't do it because I've seen it done.
Oh, it could be done, but it's less likely for that child to succeed.
Yeah, what? And then it's a little unlikely, but then I ain't gonna lie, I do see
it is.
It's I'm gonna say it's really hard for women to raise a boy, a man. You know what I'm saying? A woman can't raise no man, and I do be seeing in some circumstances where I know your mama took care of you by herself because it's the man would be so emotional, overly emotional.
Are you saying women are overly emotional?
Women are overly emotional. They're more emotional than men. I feel like, but I don't know.
You disagree. You disagree. You think a single parent can raise a child
to succeed?
To succeed
you
better. Well, to the same level or as better as a 2-parent household.
Yes. You would never think that I was in a 1-parent household and I'm succeeding. My head's on the right track and everything. My mama raised me by herself. Well, she had my grandmother, but she didn't have my dad like that whole time.
But you had a stepdad.
No, I did not.
So you have a stepdad.
That nigga didn't do nothing for me. You keep saying that. He came when I was 10 years old.
That's a good age.
But he didn't do nothing for me. My mama still was doing everything for me. That nigga, we not even about to talk about my personal stuff on here. But know that my mama was doing for me. He wasn't doing for me.
All right.
So, and then my mom had a baby with him 3 years later or whatever like that. And he was doing for his child. So, which is my brother. But yeah, so my mom basically raised me, and look at me. I'm successful. I started my own business. I'm going towards a career. I'm not just out here trying to not succeed in life.
But you taking it on a personal level.
Oh my God.
Because
I actually go through the shit, but you say
that's what I'm saying. But you go through it, that means it's personal.
Yeah, but you saying it they can't succeed. That's not
I didn't
likely.
say that. I said it's not as more likely for them to succeed as to a 2-parent home.
A 2-parent
it's
home.
Statistics.
A 2-parent home don't have nothing to do with a child succeeding in life. That don't.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
You have stability on both sides.
Who be behind them? Because it's most likely a white man who's making these statistics up. I'm not down
making them up. What you mean making them up? It's real facts.
And y'all two grew up in 2-parent households, so that's why you saying it like that because you grew up in a 2-parent household.
I see it. Most of my friends don't have their dad in their life.
Yeah.
Most of them don't.
And your friends doing pretty well for themselves.
I'm gonna say, for instance, I say, if I know some boys who it was on their mama, raising them, and some of them they grew up doing what they got to do. Some of them it made them more of a go-getter because they seen how their mama struggled to take care of them. So that's a plus. well, a good thing. But then, like, far as the girls, I see is like this longing for a man to be there, and they looking for a father figure that they never had. So they look for a father figure in like the dudes they date, and they be like, my dad wasn't there for me.
But that don't have nothing to do with their success. That tape
No.
making it seem like if you grew up in it's less likely.
If
for
you
to
grew up
be-
in a
What you mean
two-parent
success?
household,
What-
it's more likely for you to succeed than in a
So
one-parent
what you mean
household.
for us to see? You talking about like having a career, having a job?
having
Yes.
some
talking
growth in
about
Not
your-
as
going
a
to jail,
person?
not living in
I
poverty,
disagree.
not dying. That.
People that have two parents, they still die. They
Yes,
still go to
it's-
jail.
they don't die
They-
more than a single-parent home, though.
Cause you're looking at some statistics that a white man made.
How you know a white man made it?
How you know a black man made it?
I didn't say that.
Well,
Y'all
you
brought
know who made it.
y'all brought
Nine times
color
out of 10
up.
white man made
It doesn't matter who made it. It's facts, though.
How you know it's facts?
Cause it's statistics.
You going off what somebody
They
else said.
they do it off a census every year. They look at the household. Oh, this just a single mother over here. They got 2,000 single mothers over here, and they got children. They got 2,000 parents over here with both parents in the household. Oh, 1,500 of these kids are in college. Oh, 500 of these kids on a single parent are dead or in jail. It's facts.
Well, I just put my
I see what
opinion
you're
on it.
saying.
I
mean,
know
it
you
is
put your
facts.
personal opinion because it's in tune with you because you grew up in a single household, so it's gonna hit you more on that side of you gonna want to lean towards. Oh, we still can do it, which y'all still could do it.
I just say you
we didn't
would.
say y'all couldn't do it. It's just more likely for the two-parent household because there's more stability on each side. It doesn't have to be a strain. When dad's at work, mom can watch you at home. You don't have to be there with a babysitter being dropped off somewhere else, something like that.
Don't take it personal, but you blessed because it is kind of rare that, like, you know what I'm saying? Most of these dudes who be getting killed, they are raised by a single mother.
Right, and they're emotionally detached.
Yeah.
That's why they go out there looking for, like she said, acceptance from the big homie on the block.
Yeah.
You hear this from a lot of dudes. They go over there looking for a father figure. That's why they wind up on the streets looking for the OG, taking bad advice, doing all that other shit. And nothing wrong with that because you can't blame them because they grew up in a single parent household. That's just how life worked out.
They growing up in poverty. I can see it
Right.
like their mama had money. She live in a nice neighborhood.
Right, it's tough.
9 times out of 10, that shit is not like that. They live in the hood. Single mother, ain't really got nobody else to watch him.
Right, and the
Raised around
eyes
a lot
just
of
fucked
women,
up.
you know?
The eyes just fucked
Yeah,
up from
it
the
just
beginning.
fucked
Ain't
up
like
for
they
'em.
middle class, high class. They start
And-
off in poverty. Poverty is them
Yeah,
$20,000 or less.
Right, and then 9 times out of 10, it's
They
like
have other siblings.
they have other siblings. So especially if you being an older sibling, you kind of gotta go out there and get it for the family. You gotta take care of your. I ain't gonna say you gotta take care of your mama, but you gotta take care of the household. Now you gotta be the man in the house.
Right, and that shit ain't right. They got 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds who gotta watch 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. Right,
If I got a fucking strip or something like that, I gotta do it. Like
And
you
that's
said, if I was to happen to be a single mother, whatever like that, that's not. They didn't ask to come here. That's not right on their part. You're not taking care of me. I'm your mama. I'm taking care
Right,
of you.
that's kind of normal in the black community. Kids taking care of kids while the mama or daddy out like that. And that shit just ain't right. But yeah, man, we had a good episode. You know, got a little. He lead it at the end with Caitlyn taking it personal. But since she introduced this episode, we're gonna let her close it out as well. But once again, we got Iyanka.
Iyanka, you be doing too much.
Iyanka, man. Good episode. This is episode 11. Shut up, man. And Kay on here, we got a TaeVi uals shirts on. She got the please say the name right, because we've been trying to say the name. How you say the name of the brand?
Oh, so it's called VLV Cloth. Everybody be like, what that mean?
Yeah, I always say Vlieve Claw.
No, I say
No,
VLV.
VLV Cloth. It means is Vive la Vive in French means live life. So
Oh, VLV Claw means in French, it means live life. New shorts out. We just saw that. I'm going to put Ken some of them.
we got some bucket hats too coming out.
Bucket hats, and that's key because the summer is coming. It's going to be hot and blazing. We're going to be on the beaches too.
Yeah, bottom shorts though, because I do want them.
No bottom bucket hats. I know y'all frontals gonna be melting off. Y'all ain't gonna want to keep fixing them. Get your little bucket hat. You'll be good.
Love this episode, man. Good episode. We're going to have E on again.
Yeah,
We're going to
we
get
gotta
her.
do a part two.
Yeah, we're going to get her on here when she got a little drink in her though. Cause she get a little loose and a little wild.
When he got drinking on this podcast, it'll be 3 hours.
We didn't bring up the gangster topic. We're gonna bring that up on the second part.
Okay.
But yeah, episode 11, man. Y'all have a good day. Giveaway coming for April. Y'all tune in. And we out.
We out.